What's up, guys? This is Priestley, and I've decided to start a poker vlog. I got the inspiration from this guy on YouTube, another vlogger. His name's Andrew Neeme, Neeme. Check out his work. Great production quality. There's no way that I would be able to produce anything like he does. His video editing is great. He's got great camera equipment. I'm recording off of my iPhone 6S Plus, so we'll see how that goes. So I just checked into my room at Foxwoods. I'll be here for the next 2 days. They got a promotion going on tomorrow. They have it every single month, once a month, and it's the High Hand Frenzy. So there should be a lot of people there, a lot of people trying to chase the high hand giveaway, which is every 15 minutes, they're going to be giving away to the best hand in the poker room. It's going to be $1,000, then it's going to be $500, then it's going to be $1,000, then it's going to be $500. So every 15 minutes, it's going to alternate that way. $3,000 an hour for, I think, 12 hours. I think it's from 10 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. So that'll be a fun day. So it's Sunday, December 18th, and it's about, what time is it? It's like almost 9 o'clock at night. Just, like I said, I just checked into the room. I think I'm gonna settle down, and I think I'll play a session tonight, maybe play until 1 o'clock at the very latest, come back to the room, get some rest, analyze some of my play, and get ready for tomorrow. So, a little background on me. This is going to be my first #1 poker vlog, and I'm excited to do this for you guys. Mainly I want to do this for myself, just to see how I'm playing each day, just record how I feel when I play each session, and also for my parents, my friends, just to give them some insight on how it is that I'm doing, because I do play poker a lot. I'm playing twice a week right now. I work a normal 9 to 5 job, 8:30 to 5 actually, and I work Monday to Friday. I'm a senior cost accountant for a manufacturing company. I feel like the data analysis that I do for work, it translates into how well I do in poker as well, because I can analyze a great deal of data very quickly, and you need that skill at the poker tables. So I play twice a week, probably about 15 hours up to 20 hours a week is the most I can usually put in, unless I'm going away for a long weekend. I just got back from Vegas a few weeks ago. I was there for 6 days, did pretty well, and the day after Christmas I'm flying back out there, and I'm going to be staying with my old roommate. Right now he's out there taking a shot. He's going to be out there for a few months, grinding some cash games and scoping out the scene. So that'll be my 6th time there this year. We'll have some fun. We'll be there over New Year's, and we'll talk about how he's doing there, his plans for the future, how we see how we're going to be doing in poker the next few years. Because right now I'm doing it semi-professionally, if you want to say. It's great part-time income, even though I'm not paying myself with poker money yet. Any of the money that I'm making playing poker is getting reinvested into myself. If I make whatever money I make, it's going back into my bankroll in order to play higher stakes, which is what I want to be doing. So what I mean by bankroll, for those that don't know, is bankroll is your poker money, and it helps with fluctuations in the game because there is variance. So I'll show you this graph that I have here. So I've been playing poker for about over a decade now, and I didn't really, I always saw that I was a winning player, like playing cash games with your friends, 25 cent, 50 cent, but I wanted to record and see how well I was actually doing. So I started a bankroll. I did some research online, and everybody said one of the keys to being successful as a poker player is bankroll management, and what that allows you to do is play within your means. So here's my graph here. So at the end of 2014, I started with $500 bankroll, and $500 was so I could play at the casinos at the $1, $2 limits. And you know what? That's not a lot of money. That's not a proper bankroll for playing that game. To play 1-2 no limit properly, I think your bankroll should be, if you're buying in at $200, at a very minimum, you want 20 buy-ins, 30 buy-ins, I think ideally. So $6,000 is what you would want for a bankroll if you want to play 1-2 no limit at the casino. But I somehow, when I first started, here's my graph back here, started with $500, and I ran that all the way up to, where's that number? I think this is 4,000. So I ran that up to just over $3,000 pretty quickly. And at this time, I was only buying in $100. And $100 at 1-2 game, you're not playing good poker, in my opinion. Like I was just learning, just starting off in the game, making mistakes. $100, it allows you to play a nitty tight game where you're playing premium hands. You're pretty much just playing ABC poker, which is profitable poker. If you're playing ABC poker, it's profitable, it's boring, but in my opinion, I think you're still leaving money on the table. So when you're making bets, you only have $100 in front of you, you're putting a big percentage of your stack at risk in every single hand that you're playing. So after a couple hundred hours of play, I saw that I upped my buy-ins to $120, and my bankroll was still around the same. And I slowly increased that. $120. I was getting more confident in my game. $150 was what I decided to start buying in with, and then starting in 2016, I started buying at $200 because I was very confident in my game. I think my bankroll was, here it is. So you can see the first $600 between here, there's a glare on here. From here to here, it's about 600 hours of play. And you can see I'm pretty much break even, up and down. And session to session, it's, small wins. I rarely saw a session where I was winning more than $200 in a session. And it wasn't until the start of 2016 where I feel like my game was on point. And I've only played about 300 hours this year. It's December now, and considerably I've made a ton of money. And I am actually bankrolled for the 2-5 limits now. I've played 3 or 4 sessions at 2-5. First couple sessions, very, very profitable. The last session I went down a little bit, but overall still green for 2-5. The gameplay is completely different, honestly. The fundamentals are very similar, but the players are more skilled. I think in one of my next videos, I think I'll go into the transition from 1-2 to 2-5 and how I feel about the gameplay. But the players are definitely a lot tougher, but I feel very comfortable. I sit down at the table with $500 in front of me starting. That's the max buy-in here at Foxwoods. It's the max buy-in at 1-2 is $300. The max buy-in at 2-5 is $500. And I sit down and I'm super comfortable. I don't feel pressured or bullied from anybody. The players, even though they're slightly better, they're still predictable, and the gameplay is it's similar. So this is vlog number 1. Gonna get dressed. Actually, I'm already dressed. Poker attire, got the hoodie. Get my headphones together, pack a bottle of water or something, and then we'll hit the tables. And tomorrow, hit them again for a super long session. And I think I'll keep you guys updated on how I did. So thanks for watching. I called ahead for 2-5. Priest. Thank you. All right, so we have our buy-in for 2-5. According to the Bravo app, there's... Oh, they just called my name. But there's 27 tables going. They got 3 2-5s and 13 1-2s. So, time to start.
45.
45 steps, Tom C. And that's Tom C. 45 steps.
So session right there started with 500. Cash out a little over 1,600 and change.
All right, so it's 3:30 in the morning. Played about 5.5 hours, just shy of 6 hours. Pretty good session overall. Bought in for $500. Ran the stack up pretty early on with some good plays, some good reads. Like one of the very first hands that I got into was I raised from late position with 2-4 of hearts. The flop comes, 2 kings and an 8. I make a $50 C bet, get 2 callers. We slow down on the turn just in case someone has something. And on the river, blind checks. The guy after him, he bets $85 and just didn't make sense. I think I put him on I put him on a flush draw, and the river was a 4, which made us just a pair of 4s. So we call that and we take down a $400 pot. So that was one example of just a good read. The story that he was trying to tell did not make sense. His red weakness from him all overall. And after that, like, we ran really well. Like, I was making straights with 4-6 off, 5-7 off, flopping the straights and getting paid off as well. There was one hand we got coolered on. I had 6-9 of diamonds, flopped the straight. We get it in good. There's a flush draw out there on the flop, so flush draw bets out. He bets out 35. We raise it to 75, and an overpair shoves all in for 250. The original flush draw, he thinks about it. He goes into the tank, and he decides to shove in all in for 480. We snap call. I'm like, all in, hell yeah, let's go. So we got our money in good. There's about $1,300 in the pot. That would have brought our stack over $3,000. So that would have been a nice win. But turn was a blank. River was a heart, making him a flush. We lose a pot. And we lose about almost $500 on that hand. But stayed solid, just kept playing really well, and just ran that stack up over $1,600. So, I can't complain. Played really well. The table consistency was there. There were a lot of good players. I could tell that there were regulars there, but also some of the regulars were not that great of players. There was a lot of money on that table. There were several loose cannons. Like, I saw people making moves or big bets with very marginal hands in really bad spots, and I just saw dollar signs all over my face and their face. I was like, all right, I gotta stay at this table. I don't care how late it is. I'm gonna take these guys' money, essentially. So once all those players lost their money, the table was left with 5 pretty solid players, including myself, and could stay and play a little bit longer, but we're up enough, and it would be a tough game anyways, and we'd be just trying to make money from other good players, which is hard work. I'd rather take money from all the bad players and not work so hard, But hey, tomorrow's another day, right? So this has been a good first vlog. Day 1, just keep watching and let you know how I do the rest of the week.